Hey guys, welcome to another amazing episode talking about kayaks with Aliex. Presented to you by Amped Outdoors lithium battery. Simply the best. Use my affiliate link down below, has a coupon code included, save you 10%. And we got David. David's gonna walk us through around here, talk about what are the best deals if you look on a budget.
On a budget?
Budget. Everybody's on a budget.
Everybody's on a budget.
Budget is you could spend $trillions, you could spend $100, still a budget. Just like a diet plan. You can have the diet plan of eating whatever the heck you want until you whatever, or a restrictive diet.
Yeah.
How do you say that? Restrictive?
Restricted diet.
See, that's why I come here, because I speak Aliex and David speak English, so we kind of like help each other out.
Yeah.
We always love to cover the newest thing, the most expensive thing, the best of the best. But what about those people that maybe they're trillionaires, but they're trillionaires for a reason? It's because they don't spend money. They want a good deal. They want to just spend enough and have the best time they can on the water.
Sure.
What do you think they should be looking for? Somebody new to the sport, somebody seasoned, they just may want a second kayak, or they just hate spending money. How can we help them?
Are you talking to people that want to go fishing? Probably.
Yes, fishing.
Yeah. So
fishing.
first thing we recommend is a sit on top type of kayak. That's the kind you want to get for fishing here in Florida, because it's self-bailing, it's unsinkable. You can use them pretty much anywhere. The beach, the river, the lake. If a big yacht comes by and a wave comes in, their boat's gonna bail out. So that's why 99% of the kayaks we sell here are all open sit on top type kayaks. But there's little starter ones, like from Pelican. You can see some of the starter boats we have here. I think you started with one of these, didn't you, Alex? This is old school technology, but it's a $379 kayak. Very basic. It's a 10-foot model. Very basic seat, but it comes with a couple of fishing rod holders already in it. So if you're not good at installing anything yourself, you can just take it straight to the lake and go fishing.
It's a quick story on this. I first saw this at ICAST 2018.
Yeah.
Sulfinger was one of them. And I tested it and I fell in love with it because it's so light. You could lift it with a finger.
It's it is a lightweight boat. They say it's a 275-pound capacity and a 10-foot kayak.
44 pounds.
44 pounds.
It paddles really, really well. You don't have to do much of an effort to move. The seat, it is what it is. I just love the thing. I loved the thing. I made a lot of videos with it, different names. They have different names, but they're epic. So somebody who's just starting and they're on their, I would say, what's the capacity?
It was 275 pounds.
So if you're 200 pounds and under, you should be fine on this. And it's a fishing kayak, guys. It has rod holders.
Yeah.
And it doesn't break the bank, and you catch fish. I even fish the bridge in the Keys.
It's a throw
with
and
one
go.
of them.
It's a starter boat. It's you're gonna just to get started and whet your appetite for kayak fishing. But there are some other things you can go a little bit more money and step up. And what you're looking for is what I think is real important these days is the seat. And you can get into a frame seat chair like this, which has a high position or a low position. This is another little boat from Pelican called the Catch 120 Angler. Alex, this boat is 12 feet tall with this inside storage hatch, fishing rod holders, a paddle holder, $599.
What?
$599, I have these on sale, yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, and you're talking about a kayak that's a 69-pound kayak. Anybody can move a 69-pound kayak. You can pick up half of it if you have to. You can drag it if you need to on the grass, not the concrete. But something like this you can get into, and it's going to be a nice step up from that. So that's a good starter. And then it's
with the right kayak card, this thing is weightless.
Yeah.
And guess what, David? You know that I flipped one of those on the channel?
No, I didn't know that.
It's more stable than you would think.
It's stable because it's a wide bottom. I mean, look how wide it is, even compared to the Outlaw. Now the Outlaw is a nice, super stable boat. You can stand up in that one too.
But let's just show them what they're getting here a little more. They're paying a little more money, but they're getting the frame seat, which
it's
is very
$100.
important.
It's normally $699. It's $599 now. But you got a frame seat chair, a high-low position, rod holders, big storage area in the back, all kind of deck room here, plus an inside storage, and you have gear tracks.
Exactly.
Already built on.
You do have the space there. I don't know. That's for something else. I don't think that's gear tracks.
Maybe you're not going to get gear in a $379 boat. You're not going to get much in the way of gear tracks. No. People might ask, what's gear tracks for? Anyway,
to put rod holders.
It's plug and play, so you can add the YakGadget gear, which is what we use mostly, the Omega rod holders. You could put it on this boat and you never have to drill a hole into your boat. That's the idea. So
camera mounts.
Yeah, plug and play. Just put them on and
fish
mount
finders.
everything. Yeah, fish finders, mounts. So that's a good reason for tracks.
Basically, they'll pay a little more money, but they're getting more capacity.
Sure.
They're getting a bigger boat, of course, better tracking, better paddling, more stability. Because over there, unless you're very athletic or 150 pounds, you won't be able to stand up easy.
We didn't mention this, the capacity on this, Alex, 400 pounds capacity is what they're rating this boat at. That's a big guy and a lot of weight to put in there, 400-pound capacity.
And also it's easier to stand up, and also the frame seat is better, more comfortable. You're gonna be able to spend more time on the water, so that's why you're paying a little more. But let's say they wanna step up from that, what can they do?
That would be the Outlaw. That's where we sell more Outlaws than most of the other boats. Right next to it, you can see the Outlaw, which has the big high seat here. Very, very comfortable position. It's got 4 rod holders right here. It has some nice accessories. I don't have them on there, but there's some real nice bags that fit right here. It's called a saddle bag, and they just fit right on the side. And you have all this deck room, which I really like. It's like you have so much room if you're bringing in a fish and you got to measure him and weigh him, release him, whatever. You have all this room to work with, and it's clean, nothing to catch on to. The carry handles themselves are also dual purpose because they are gear tracks. So you can mount gear tracks onto the carry handle, which is a genius. Why don't more companies do that? I don't think, because it's one thing that can be used for two purposes. So we really like that. Actually, we have one on the floor over here. Let's look at it right here. This is what you're going to take home, Alex, but here's another Outlaw. This one I actually have with a Perception. They have some accessories on their own that fit pretty much only the Outlaws and the Showdown, which is the pedal drive version of this. But it's really nice because it's just plug and play and it just kind of screws in there. Very simple. The seat is just held in with bungees, so you can move the seat in and out very easily.
But it's also locked down here, so you're not going to have a lot of movement when you're paddling.
And you sit up so high in this boat. You do sit up very high, and it's just nice and stable for a boat of its size.
Super stable.
11 and a half feet long.
It's so stable that I'm going to put a 9.9 horsepower outboard engine on it.
Let's check out the bottom here.
Look at that.
Here's a spot for your, if you're going to mount a transducer.
Oh, I didn't know it had this.
Yeah.
This is news to me.
Right.
So that's how it looks.
And you can run the wires right through here.
Cool. It has a scooper hole over there for the. That's super. I didn't know.
And it's got dual skid plates on the bottom. You see the bottom down there?
There you go. So you could just drag it without fear.
And it's very, very stable. It's a tri-hole design to make it very stable. Even the scupper holes are flared back. I like how they did this, so you don't catch the back water. Water will flow past these. See, some boats, they have a round scupper hole, and the bottom comes all the way up to it, and that kind of catches water a little bit, but these are just flared back. There was a lot of design put into the Outlaw.
This is a really good boat.
You know, these are nice. These big pads, lots of room.
And this you could put
little
hatches. And under the seat, I mean, you could put a battery in there. Let's say you motorize it.
There's so much room.
And
so much room in these.
These are built-in rod holders, right?
Yeah, these are fishing rod holders here. They come in every boat.
And if a kayak doesn't have a cup holder, well, you got problems. But this one has 2.
Yeah, it's got 2 here. And remember, you can add the real nice one from YakGadget. These are, I saw your boat was missing one. These are just plugs. These are just plastic plugs they put in their space fillers.
This boat has so much potential. That's why I wanted one, and luckily Pelican gave me that one over there to make videos.
Yeah.
Can't wait to take it home and rig it up to the max, because I'm gonna rig it up to the max.
Up nice. But I sell a lot of these. So these are normally a $900 boat, and we have them on sale right now at $799. And this is a good bang for your buck for a fishing kayak for $799. It's a true rotomold. So it's built in the USA, it's heavy duty, and it's just fits a lot of good purposes. And it's not that heavy of a boat either. It's very Very manageable.
I think it has everything, all the basic covers. It's a lightweight boat, it's very stable, paddles well enough for what it is, and you could motorize it, rig it up the way you want. And incredible value too. So it has like everything. I could see why is it still your number one or close to it?
It's for non-pedal drive, because we're doing a lot of pedal drive kayaks, but for non-pedal
I thought I
drive,
killed them.
No, they're not dead yet. But yes, it's very, very popular among fishermen, and you're just gonna paddle it and keeping it simple, going back to very basics, just paddling and fishing.